Okay, we're going to review paths and selections in the Great Barrier Reef with these two photos right here. We're going to merge these photos together, look at some text and a few other techniques listed here in the bottom of the module. So go ahead and download these two images, and we'll start off by looking at the document size. Okay, you can actually look at the document size in your Finder window. If you select this image right here, the sun shield image right there, you can see that this image is 4.1 megabytes and the dimensions are 5,000 pixels by about 3,000 pixels, and the resolution is 72 dots per inch or pixels per inch. So that's important right there. That's what you need: the resolution 72 and then the dimensions, which are pixels wide. So let's go back into Photoshop and look at this another way. We'll go to Image and we'll go down to Image Size and look at this image size. We see the same information except we have inches here. We'll change this to pixels so we can see the same information. So 5,000 pixels by about 3,000 pixels. And your images for your ad need to be 96 dpi. So we're going to unlink those. Oh, no, sorry. We're going to resample this right here. And that changes back to inches. Okay. And then we'll change this resolution from 72 to 96. And it will knock the width and the height down. So it'll scale this image down. And we scale this to 96, so now it was 72 inches wide. Now it's only 54 inches wide. That's still pretty large. Okay, just to give you a frame of reference, if we were to print this at a nice quality, we had 300 dpi. You could print this at 9 by 17, and it'd print out in really, really nice resolution. We only need 96 dpi, so let's type that in there and click OK. Nothing really happens. The image gets a little smaller because it compresses all those pixels down, makes them just a little more compressed together. But otherwise our image is still the same. Okay, so that's image size there. We can also adjust the image size by cropping. So we can use this crop tool right here. You can use the crop tool right there, and as soon as you click it, you see you have these little crop marks right here. You can crop your image, and you can size this in. You can crop it any way you like, and use this crop tool. Okay. We're going to leave that there, but you can also specify the width and the height or ratio, a 6:9 ratio or 5:4, and then crop if you would like, or you can select one of these ratios, like 5:7, and then your crop will constrain from there. Okay, we don't want to do this. I just want to show you that that is possible. Okay, so we'll let's see. Let's click out of this, and we will. Oh, it did crop, so I'm going to press Command Z. Get back out of there to our original image. All right. Now let's look at this second image. We're going to bring this reef shark over to our other image, and I'm going to zoom in on here by pressing Command and space. Now we're going to use another selection tool. We used a path last time. We created the path like this, and we used our pen tool like this. Get P for the pen tool, and we clicked around and we selected with the pen tool. Okay. We're not going to do that. We're going to go back to layers. Remember, first thing, let's double click our background layer. We'll make a copy of it right there and turn that layer off. Now we're operating on this original copy right here. Let's use another selection tool right here. We have the lasso tool. Okay, we have a lasso tool, a polygon lasso, and a magnetic lasso. So the lasso tool is kind of like a little lasso. You just click and drag wherever you'd like to select, and you can move those pixels. Okay. There you go, move those pixels. There's a little radius to that, a feather to the edge. We'll press Command D to deselect that. We don't want to do that. We want to cut out this shark and then put him in the other photo. Okay, so we can also use, if you click and hold, we can use the polygon lasso tool, which will cut out only polygons. It's not like the pen tool. You cannot click and drag. It'll just create a polygon. We can create that as a selection. Press V, get your black arrow right here, the move tool, and move that. Okay, we don't want to do that. Let's deselect that. Now we can use the magnetic lasso. It's kind of fun. The magnetic lasso will select like pixels, and it's like a smart lasso, and so it'll group, or it'll create a line, and you can click and add points. I'm just clicking along here, and you can click and add points. So you can kind of, it's trying to differentiate a line between light and the dark. Oh, it's going to grab a little bit there. We'll fix that a little bit later. Okay. But it'll grab this line where there's high contrast, so a difference between light and dark. It's going to lasso this really well. Look, I'm not even going to click now, and it's just going to follow along the belly of this shark really, really nicely. Kind of missed on that edge right there. That's okay. I'll slide over with, oops. We'll go back and fix that. The 2-finger slide went a little haywire on there. We'll finish this up, go really close here, and get the rest of this shark out. Here we go. Fix some of these little edges later right there. It's difficult. It's all dark. I might have to go back and edit that a little bit. Get this fin. That's tricky for it too. Okay, this is not bad. There's high contrast here. Just follow this edge, and then I click where I think it's going to have trouble. Great. Look, now I created a selection out of this. All right, so what I can do with this, now that I have this selection, if you remember, these dancing ants look just like when we created a path, and then we created a selection from that path, and we got the dancing ants. We're just skipping using the pen tool, and we're getting dancing ants this way. So now I'll go down and click on Make a Mask, and it will mask out the background. You can see the edges are kind of rough. We need to go clean that up. But first, let's drag and drop this into our picture right here. Here we go. Ooh, and it's sharp. It's small because the resolution is a little off, but you're going to have to pay attention to that as you group photos together. Okay, let's go back to the shark. And as we were editing with this shark, let's go look at the image size. This is 12 by 7 inches. You see the resolution is at 96 dpi. It's not giving us pixels there. Let's stay on inches. But the other photo is much, much larger. Okay? So pay attention to that when you're bringing two photos together. This photo is just way smaller, and this is Photoshop. So if I click and drag and I make this larger, it's going to get a little fuzzy. Okay? So I can probably do that a little bit, but not too much. Okay? I'm actually going to leave it about this size, and we're just going to put this shark right in there. Okay? And we'll go around in the class, we'll clean up those edges, but we'll go on to this next part in the next video.